Papaya 9, not news, with Neel and Jonas.
Welcome to Papaya 9, not news. Welcome to the island. We're here. I'm Neel. We got Jonas here, my friend, the Pillow Fort.
Let's go.
We got Alan in the back on the ones and twos.
Whoa.
And today we are joined by famous interviewer, field reporter, Saad Alessa. What's up, buddy?
Here we go.
Arisa.
Arisa, what I said?
Saad Alessa, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
Alessa.
Let's go.
I gotta.
It's okay. I love it. Let's go.
You know, I've messed up every brown person's name that's been on
It's
this
okay.
You know
podcast.
what? I was just gonna say Saad.
Yeah.
I-
It's okay.
I wanted
say-
to just say Saad, and then I felt official about it.
Right.
I fucked up.
No. Habibi. Don't worry about it.
Dude,
All right?
you're gonna have a rough
I don't-
time
oh, man.
in comedy clubs. They won't, like, it's hard.
Oh,
they
yeah, you're gonna
always
get right.
ask
I
how
always
to
say I'm
pronounce your
Italian, then they get it right.
name.
Because they say Alessa, and I'm like, boom, there you
Oh
go.
my
There you go.
God.
If you don't think of it as a
Wow.
Middle Eastern name, it's not
Wow.
a problem.
You know
That's
what?
interesting.
And that's true, because if you have a foreign name, you have to find a quick way for white people to get it.
Yep.
Right.
You have to find a
Yeah,
way.
I go Neel Ghosh. Ghosh.
I like that.
And
I
then
like
they're like, whoa, this thing is...
What's your last name?
Presendieu.
Excuse me?
Presendieu.
Presendieu?
Yes.
Like Presendue?
Very, very close.
That's
It's
close.
it's French. So it's Dieu.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of Arabic people speak French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know my last name off rip. This is like crazy. They speak French. Moroccans. I love
yeah.
Moroccans.
French colony.
Yeah.
Yes, love Moroccans.
Did we agree that they're Arabic though?
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I mean, it's an
We
Africa.
didn't know.
but no.
We didn't know.
Ooh.
We're starting the beef up.
Man,
Starting the beef.
right now.
I
Oh,
like
boy.
beef.
Ooh, we're gonna start something right here. Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know we could have beef, but we're
Right.
doing it.
Yeah.
We're
Halal
doing-
beef we can have.
Halal.
Yeah. No, Habibi, no. We don't. No, Habibi, no.
So
we
tell
don't.
me why Papaya 9? I'm curious.
Well, so Jonas is Haitian. I'm Indian. By choice. No. So
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
you know,
I
you
thought-
sign up and
Like, does it only grow in India?
it grows
In
in
Haiti?
Yes. No, not only, but
Okay.
it's a common fruit.
Yeah.
Our friends have a podcast with the word mango in it, Mango Bay. Shout out the
Yeah.
homies
Yeah,
Osama.
yeah,
who's on this
yeah, yeah.
podcast.
Shout out
Osama.
Mango Bay. I've never been
Yeah,
on
no,
a
yeah.
podcast where
Yeah.
we're shouting out
Other
other
podcasts?
podcasts.
Oh, dude.
Since the
It's a whole
love,
network.
Man.
It's all love.
But
They
they've
They
been
show
on
mad
here.
love.
Mango
Yeah.
Mad
9.
love. But
Mango 9?
it's Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Mango 8? No.
Yeah, it's actually they sit on a couch too, and
Yeah.
it's very casual.
Really?
But yeah, so Papaya, and then 9 we wanted to have this like local news station tilt,
Mm.
and then 9 P and 9 they're inverses of each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? P and 9, and then it just listen, man.
I'm listening.
The name is like the least kind of
And we
it's
and we
catchy
got
enough.
and we got new logos coming out soon.
We do got some new
Ooh.
logos.
We
dropping.
got
I'm
new
gonna show them to
logos.
you actually after.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got some new
I'd love to see
logos
Get your
coming
opinion
out.
on 'em, yeah.
On that piff. Look out for look out for it. It's gonna drop Friday
Oh my
midnight.
god, man.
Um,
But yeah, so the names you never had to deal with, because you okay. So Saad is from Kuwait.
Right.
and how do I spell it, please?
Kuwait or my name?
Your name. Your name.
Saad. S-A-A-D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alan, get the globe. Now where is it? no.
Where is Kuwait's one of those Middle Eastern countries that people forget about. Like it's just like where is it in the schema?
It's next to Saudi Arabia and Iraq.
It's in between the two.
Okay.
He said, "Okay, Habibi."
Yeah. Yes. In between the two. So we have one here, one there, and the ocean here. And it's in the middle.
That's an Iowa public education coming through. Oh God.
Honestly, in your experience,
But
have
I'm half. I'm mixed.
you're mixed.
You're mixed?
Yeah, I mean, in
Oh.
America, it wouldn't be considered mixed.
Okay, you're
But-
mixed with what?
Palestinian. I'm half Palestinian.
Oh my gosh, dude, you are
that's
a
a-
walking war.
I am.
You're a civil war.
Absolutely, there should be a CNN camera on you at all times.
Yeah.
So have you found that
One
in
second.
your experience when you deal with
Oh, he's going full air.
comics?
Oh, no.
There we go.
I'm more comfortable.
There
Yes,
we
go
go.
I
ahead.
love it. Get comfortable.
When you talk to American people or other comics, right? Do you find that most of us, myself included, are uneducated?
Yes.
Okay.
But I also think I'm an uneducated.
Sure.
You know,
about
so
like American.
about stuff.
or
Yeah,
different
absolutely.
What's
So I get it.
What's the most kind of misrepresented or misunderstood thing about where you're from?
I think people just have no idea where Kuwait is. It's just there's no misrepresentation because they don't know that it's an Arab country.
Wow.
There's no representation. So
There's
there
no
can't be any
you can't misrepresent me because you don't know what I
Wow.
represent.
Wow.
How deep is that?
That is deep.
That should be a quote. Dude. I'm actually gonna go home and write it.
Is that right?
I'm gonna. You can't misrepresent me because you don't know what I represent. Wow.
Right.
That's a bar. dude.
Deep.
Yeah.
There's your new merch right there. Too.
Yeah,
It's
there
a
we
little
go.
For
but-
Kuwait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell those shirts to Kuwait.
My thing is like I don't know why, but for some reason, in here particular, the only time I've ever heard of Kuwait is like always like war zone related, like always.
You know, funny enough, the last war we had was in 1990. So, so there's nothing going on.
There's
So I don't know what
always
news.
like
I don't know
they're
what
always
news.
like every time I watch the news, every time.
I don't know what
Or-
news you're watching.
or
You're
it's
Watching
like-
Papaya 9.
It's
watching
like,
Papaya Night.
right.
You turn on
Kuwait's under attack.
I love how he tried to come off as like, you know, like let's start. a
No, but it's
conversation,
no. Listen, no,
landed
listen,
nowhere.
no, listen.
Like,
This is the
Is
whole.
this good or am I ruining the?
No, no,
podcast?
no. This is
Okay,
amazing.
you're
This
right.
is
Okay,
amazing.
great.
So this is how every news story is, right? They'll be like, "Oh, we have drones. We have drones. Flying over to drop some. It's flying over Kuwait right now. So it's not dropping nothing on Kuwait, but it's like flying over Kuwait, headed over somewhere to drop bombs. It's like, oh, like
Please send me those clips.
I will pull them up.
Okay,
We'll pull them up.
Yeah, I mean, we went to war with Iraq because Saddam invaded Kuwait,
Right, right.
but that was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so Saddam was in there.
yeah.
Okay.
For 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys see Osama bin Laden's son? Dude, he's an artist. Like he's like a really nice. He's
Really?
actually and it's crazy because he looks just like his dad, just
Wow.
like him.
Which son is he? 142.
No, he's actually the oldest one.
Oh, wow.
He's as old as Osama.
Right, one of 42. So. Yeah, dude, he's like an artist. He's like really sensitive. He's like emotional.
Yeah,
Like they showed you his artwork.
I mean,
his-
terrorists can be sensitive. I'm pretty sure they're super sensitive.
I'm sure they have emotion.
That's kind of the whole point,
Well, yeah,
right?
why is he a terrorist?
Really?
See what- Hitler was in fucking art school,
Right,
right?
right.
And no, he didn't make the cut.
He
I
didn't
think.
make
Yeah,
well,
and
and
that's why he
yeah.
was
Are you
super
for real?
sensitive.
He was for real an
Oh,
artist?
yeah, he was
He was
trying to be an
artist.
artist. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. But
That's
yeah,
why you don't
Wow.
fuck with artists.
That's
all
true.
right?
Yeah.
You never know. You
Yeah.
push
You
them
never
over
know
the
where
edge.
we're going.
So who told them no? Jewish people?
No, the French.
That was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
French. It's I think.
Yeah,
I
but
could
you
be-
know, you don't think of ISIS and you think of like
The
poetry.
Jewish people.
Right, right.
know?
No, I mean this is unique. If you look at his artwork, and guys, he lives in Arizona.
What?
Habibi, I'll tell you a funny story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, who knows? I went to summer camp in Switzerland with his first cousin, like his nephew.
Osama's?
Yeah, he was my bunkmate.
What?
Yeah, and I remember I got to the door. It was the beginning of everything, and I was, I think, like 14 or something, or maybe younger, 13. And I read the thing, and it said, I'm not gonna say his first name,
Sure.
just because I don't know what he's up to.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe he's an artist too.
Right, yeah.
And I
don't
read
know.
it, and I'm like, oh. And then I walk in, I'm like, he goes, yes, it's my uncle.
Oh my
He
God.
knew I was gonna ask about it.
How are you gonna ask? Was it the name or the features?
I mean,
Laden?
no, the name.
the name.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he looked like Swiss or American. Like,
But isn't Osama a common name though in the?
not in Kuwait, but in the Middle East.
Bin
yeah.
Laden. Is that common? Bin Laden?
No, but it's a big family in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay.
Now,
What camp was this?
Oh, it was in Switzerland. It was called Le Rosé.
Like,
It's just like
Gifted?
to learn French and other shit that's not useful.
They speak French, man.
Yeah,
yeah, that's tight.
yeah. I don't know French. Though.
Again, you don't think of like
I wasn't paying attention.
useless camp,
Yeah.
but like Osama bin Laden and then like French. You just don't like think.
But I
of
mean,
it.
he's
a very
their
learned
family
man,
is a very good friends with the Bush family.
Yeah.
Right.
Right,
I'm
right.
serious.
No, I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he built the George Bush airport. I'm serious. I'm not making up. You can look it up.
Dude, I'm taking you dead serious.
Osama bin Laden built.
Donated. Yeah, they have
Oh,
ranches.
donated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like before he became Al Qaeda, right?
Really? I don't know any of this. I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're all learning right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Me too.
Oh,
Wow.
No, I'm serious.
This is why
No.
people come to Papaya.
Yeah.
this is it.
This is-
Papaya.
This is
this should be the intro. Papaya. You know, when I think of
Papaya.
papaya, I think of vagina. I don't know why.
Yes. No,
Right?
that was actually
Yeah.
a big thing with our logos.
Cut that out.
and-
Or
yeah.
keep it. Who cares?
No.
It's over.
When we
already.
have the female guest, we change it to vagina now.
Oh God! Now we'll cut it. Now we'll cut. Can we actually just blur out Jonas' Conspiracy episode.
We dropped the P. We dropped the P.
I remember I was at a house party with one of my Saudi friends, and he has a very deep voice, and he was pretty shit-faced, and he goes to this girl and goes, baby, you want to come back to my place? And she's like, no. He's like, come on, baby, I'll cut your pussy open like a passion fruit. And she looked at the guy next to her, and she goes, you want to call an Uber? I said, I'll call it for you. Don't worry about it. And I left with them. But true story.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then Osama bin Laden's cousin pulled up in the Uber. Saad. Oh,
But
shit.
I thought it was a pretty aggressive pickup line.
Cut. The word cut
Yes.
is a horribly
But why
aggressive
passion
verb.
fruit?
Passion
There's
fruit.
a lot of seeds.
Right.
Right, but it also smells really good.
Huh?
Right.
It smells so good.
Yeah. that's-
Fruit in general is very sexual.
So that's a
sensual.
compliment. A passion fruit. That's
Yeah,
a,
cut. He lost it at cut.
Yeah.
Because he's a Middle Eastern guy too. Cutting genitalia.
No, but yeah.
Really?
Never mind.
So now explain this to me. Is there actually Jared Waters? He actually did stand up in Israel.
Oh.
And it was like a whole interesting thing. And it was an experience. He was talking about how much people like they understand the American rhetoric. He didn't have to change anything.
Right.
He was just like, they get it.
I mean, most Israelis are probably American.
Yeah, America owns Israel.
I mean, that way around.
Israel owns America?
Hell yeah, bro. Good morning and night.
Habibi. I love it. I love it.
No, but doesn't America...
That should be my podcast. Good morning at night.
I love that.
But I record in the morning. So it'd be
Right.
good night
But
in the
it'd be
morning.
but good morning, but then when people see it overseas, it'll be night.
Yeah.
It'll be good morning,
Right.
good night.
That'd just be my catchphrase.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning at night. That's my
really
second
do.
shirt. Send me those clips. I need shirts. I'm gonna make merch. Anyways, go back to
so
them understanding comedy.
So yeah, he was telling me. He was like, but it's
Watch him
it's
get cancelled.
so it's also this thing of like you go there, you see the culture, you see the language. He was Tel Aviv Comedy Club.
Tel Habib.
Tel Habib.
It's Tel Aviv, but we're changing it to Tel
Tell
Habib.
Habibi.
Let's
We're
go,
reclaiming
baby.
it.
This is the Habibi edition,
This is
everybody.
good. The
the
plot
Habibi
thickens.
edition.
Are you sure you want to go there?
So he was just like, he's like, yeah, we're in. You see everything, and it's just like you go in, and then it's kind of like this because you get a sense of the culture. You're like, are there things I can't say, and it's like, but he's not that kind of. He's not testy. His material works
Right.
for that. But it was a whole thing. I was like, whoa! Like he took DC Benny with him too. He went out there. I didn't know it was. You can do that. Blew me away.
That's crazy.
Like a comedy club.
Yeah. I don't think so. You think you could perform there?
In Israel?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would perform in Palestine.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
You really wouldn't?
Yeah.
Dude, it's dark. It's dirty what they're doing out there to Palestinians.
Yeah.
Now-
It's an apartheid.
Now let me ask you this. I'm
It's not-
black. Am I
yeah.
okay there?
I can't answer that question. Damn. I don't know anything about what operations they do there.
Right.
I just know they took our hummus, they took our land, and quite frankly, like at this point,
They took our
Oh,
tahini.
yeah,
man.
that's why it's so funny. I walk down Melrose, and all the Israelis come out like, brother, are you Israeli? And I'm like, not yet. And they're like, what? And I'm like, give it a few more years. I don't know.
But you see the culture appropriated here in LA. You see it like
So here's the thing. I think when he goes there and you saw the culture, like I think it's a very different culture. The Israeli culture is very different than an Arab culture, even though it's kind of like a
Geographically the same area. Is it? But it's different, even though they're next to each other. So what you're
it's
saying?
inside Palestine. Like there's no next to
Right.
each other.
But the border.
This is the inside of the papaya. The papaya is Palestine.
We have
And
cut the
then
passion fruit.
Yeah.
We are
Like I don't know.
seeds.
Right.
You want me to go all out?
Right.
I'll
Go
all
all
out.
Saad is slowly realizing we know nothing about it.
It's not. It's, no.
He's slowly
Listen.
realizing we know
I
nothing.
will say this, right? I will say this. For the longest time, like before moving to America and living in America, I did not like to talk about this topic because I didn't want to offend anyone.
Wow.
But if it triggers you, you need therapy. That's what I'll say. Because just like the George Floyd incident, it's like people weren't willing to talk about shit
Right.
until it hit the fan. And then
Right.
everybody's like, oh, now it's so cool to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
so, yeah.
I can't wait for the time when it's cool to blast Israel on the apartheid and the inequality that's happening there, claiming themselves to be the only democracy in the Middle East.
Well-
Yeah, yeah.
I dare you to
Right.
tell me one thing
Well-
democratic about that state.
Well, here,
No.
okay. Now, here's the thing. Now, because we did have a Palestinian on this show,
Right.
and
Who?
he did not
Who?
have. Isn't Usama?
Who?
No.
What is he?
Osama Siddiqui? He's Bangladeshi.
He's bro.
Ooh.
Oh.
So here's the thing.
But
So
he's Muslim.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So the thing is,
Yeah, so,
I
you
always
know,
I
very
always
different.
feel
In
like
between.
I always feel like there's two sides
To a
There's
conflict.
any conflict across the board, you know,
Right.
and it's like boom. I would feel like I'd want to get the other side of this too. You understand? Like I
Right.
want to, you know, I want to get someone out here, like you
Yeah.
know,
What do you know
Pros
about the
room?
South African apartheid?
South African apartheid.
Yeah.
I do know in Africa, right?
Right.
Okay.
No.
So
Africa, Glendale.
right.
Okay.
So this is
Next to the Galleria,
This
they're
is-
doing
Alan, how are you
apartheid
doing over there?
at the
Right.
PacSun.
I'm good. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
it's the quietest he's been the whole
I feel
episode.
like we need to. Yeah.
Alan
go ahead.
you had something a while ago, and then we just trampled you.
Let it go.
Was it a question?
I think he was just laughing.
No, he's sitting
Oh, it's
back.
gone. No.
So this is as little as I know about the
Mm-hmm.
South African apartheid. Went away. Well, when it happened, right? Black white people couldn't be around each other like that.
Right.
And then after that, all I know is it was part of the reason as to why South Africa was just like, yo, white people, you got to give this land back. You got to give this land back to black people.
So it's exactly the same conflict.
I mean, it's a little bit better. I mean, some of the white people, they actually
The only
coughed up that
difference
property.
is like Jerusalem is more intertwined in religion, and so they
To
use
Judaism.
religion
Yeah.
to every religion.
Right. Okay.
And they use it as an excuse that now it's like birthright and we're going back. And listen, I got no hate in my blood.
No.
But if for 100 years, 150 years, 500 years, 3, 4, 5 generations of people are living there, speaking a language, eating a food, surrounded by every country that speaks the same language, eating the same food, and then the French and the English say, "Hey, you guys should go there. Let's go to France and England. Let's take France and England, and we'll give you Palestine." That's the solution. You want a creative solution?
Now,
Without war?
Can we interest you in Slovenia?
No. It's too cold for us.
Okay. Wow. Australia?
No. Not interested. There's a camel problem there. 2 million, there's 2 million stray camels in Australia. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Wait, so
They
it's
hunt them
perfect
for
for
fun.
the-
You pay $50, you can get on a helicopter and shoot camels from the helicopter.
Really? In
Yeah.
Australia?
And they boycott the companies that make camel meat because it affects the kangaroo meat and the other farm animals and the businesses there. So it's a whole issue. I can go. Let's go. Where do you want to go?
Have you
Wow.
had camel meat?
How do you like that? Huh? You like that transition?
That's good.
No,
No,
still
that's not-
Arab camel, but
No,
we're in Australia
mean,
now.
listen. I was gonna transition it into you opening for Miles Jabrani. You want to go off into orange shit, but I want to know.
Orange shit.
I want to know what it was like.
But it's important to say that I don't hate everyone.
no, you don't. You mean
everyone.
no. We don't hate. No, ain't no hate here.
I don't hate anyone.
I
No,
hate
no.
most people.
Like I get some. I know some Israelis today that believe that they should give the land back.
Yeah.
Like and so I just want us to change the word conflict to apartheid. Just like when we say they were slaves, they were enslaved. Right. It's a very important distinction.
Sure.
That's all.
Now,
Thank
okay.
you. You're welcome. Come back.
Yeah, it's just we associate.
You can't cancel me because I'm not on anything. So like I don't give a fuck.
Literally
You know? I
can't
self-produce
cancel
my
nothing.
shit.
No.
But I guarantee you, in the future, you'll be like, damn, that was like a George Floyd moment back in time.
He foretold
Yeah.
the George Floyd.
Right.
Well, so here's what I know about Israel.
Camels.
Camels, of
Yeah.
course. Number one thing.
They
about
used
Israel.
camels to build it.
To build Israel?
Yeah, before and llamas, before they had tractors and shit.
Oh wow.
They also use them to put them on the box of menthol cigarettes.
That's right.
And it's Turkish camels too. And they were, yeah. It's just
Which menthol cigarettes have been canceled.
They have.
We didn't speak on. I didn't want to.
Right,
Obviously,
right.
your family's probably upset. And
I have no
Well,
idea
they're
why, but
Haitians.
it's funny.
Well, they're Haitians. Haitians hate. They don't like
Haitians don't
cigarettes.
smoke cigarettes.
They hate cigarettes.
I don't smoke.
Great.
Yeah, they
Great,
just
yes.
hate all forms of it.
Yeah. Well.
like squeaky.
Yeah. They canceled menthol cigarettes. Some people are saying it's like a new form of like oppression against the black community because it's typically the only people that smoke menthol cigarettes.
Or it's saving more black lives.
Be that too.
Yeah. Why
There's
not?
always two sides to a conflict.
Not
Well-
an apartheid.
It's like not. But your use of that word apartheid is a little bit. I think it's going to take a while to stick because when we think of apartheid, we always think of it as one way.
All right,
race.
I'll ask you a question.
No, I'm just saying that's how we think of it, and then
Right.
it's just like now, and I
So-
think it's
so
interesting
how-
to use it as like conflict.
For example, I was talking to someone. They're like, "Oh, congratulations! Palestine has elections for their new president." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like they have a president. I'm like, "That leads what? There's no
Right.
army. There's no police. You don't have a passport.
They don't even have a mailbox.
It's an open air. Yeah, they don't have. It's an open air prison. There's no medical supplies going there. Electricity's shut off.
Yeah.
They don't get food supplies. You have streets. Like, I'm not even from there, bro. Like, I'm only half Palestinian. Imagine if I was full Palestinian, the information that I'd have. Like, there are streets. Like, oh, if you're Palestinian, you drive on this side. There's checkpoints. But if you're an Israeli settler, you drive on this side.
Right.
And it's like, this is an apartheid.
Wow.
If there's no, that's why it's asymmetrical warfare. You know what I mean? That's why, like. And you know, I get it. Like, the danger of being oppressed is that you become the oppressor, and that's exactly what's happening. History is going to repeat itself until they have enough. And I can't wait for the future. I want to live till the end
So
to watch this unfold.
I mean, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
I just want us to have.
None of us are going to be.
Listen, you want to take the land, take the land. But I'm tired of seeing French fries, Belgian waffles, Israeli couscous, whatever. Like, you know, give us. Like, even restaurants like Mediterranean, give us Middle Eastern cuisine, Arab hummus.
Right.
We have nothing.
What's the difference between Mediterranean hummus and Arab hummus?
I think Mediterranean. I don't think there's a difference
Okay.
in that.
All right. Well, you said it.
No, but I mean the cuisine, like all the restaurants. I think it has more of a Greek approach.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yes, that's right.
Euro
That's
They
right.
just
Yes.
lump us in there.
Yeah.
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 Garbage.
Well, the Israeli state was just built post World War II, right?
Mhm.
Because the Jewish were 6
After the
million,
Holocaust.
the genocide, yeah. And so they said we need a state in case this shit goes down again. We need a
Which
state.
I completely understand.
That's
Everyone needs a
understandable.
state and a home.
Right.
But you don't get it by taking someone out of their home.
And that's where the rub is. And it's gotten so bastardized to a point because
There was an agreement.
there was.
And they defied all agreements.
yeah. And it feels
But
weird.
who's going to tell on them?
Well, the reason I was saying America owns Israel because to me it just felt like the Israeli state was a proxy state for America in the Middle East.
It would be nice. Oh, I mean, that's a good way to look at it. But I beg to differ. Like every country that threatened the independence of the Israeli state was at war with America. So I think, when you're rich, you don't get your hands dirty. You send people, you send goons.
Right.
And that's what it's coming on. That's why I'm like, it's the other way around.
Is
Because Israel's not going to war with any country that's threatening Israel's independence.
Huh.
America's.
Right. Now, is your dad's side Palestinian or your mom's side?
My mom. It's almost like 9/11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 19 hijackers, not one's from Iraq. And then George Bush comes out on television and goes, we're going to fight terrorism and we're going to Iraq. And everybody's like, let's go.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Did you find weapons of mass destruction?
Don't say you. Like, we had shit to do with it.
I didn't go.
Is this
I
getting
didn't
too
go.
political? By the way,
I didn't go.
We're good. It's
listen.
not.
I didn't go.
Just keep, huh?
I didn't go. I
Sometimes
asked.
I
They
used
said
to
no.
worry about talking about this, but I don't anymore.
No, you're fine. It's
Well,
not too political.
Well, honestly,
But we can talk about the
I
Maz
do-
Jabrani stuff.
You have something, Alan?
Oh, no.
Okay. Alan's like, I'm like,
Yeah.
does Alan have something? Go ahead.
no.
All right, my bad.
No, honestly, I enjoy having these conversations.
No, let's
Because-
talk about it. So yeah, we did. It was for oil, right? It was the resource. That's why we did the whole war. And there was
It's
big.
a lot of things.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
I think the oil was
It's
like
oil.
a
Oil
cover-up,
was one
guys.
part.
100%.
Military-industrial
Right,
complex
right,
is
right.
another
Mhm.
part. The
And if you think about it, like if they cared so much about spreading democracy, the first country they should have went to war with is Saudi Arabia.
right.
Women didn't
But
drive at the
that's
time,
all
and they
tied
were
in, right.
yeah.
The money's
yeah.
too good.
Right.
And I love every country, but here's the thing: like if you can't see that until like, oh shit, the narrative's twisted,
Right.
then I don't know what we'll tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is the Jewish factor also a reason?
No,
Okay.
like Jews and Arabs.
Yes. Like
There
in
are
terms
Arab
of like
Jews.
I know, but there's like in Israel, like there was just like, hey, they have more support because there's more Jewish people there. It's like, is there?
Like why America's supporting it?
It's a lot of Jewish,
1,000%.
white-looking Jewish people.
1,000%.
White.
No, those are the Sephardic Jews, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if like.
But yes.
Like
Yes.
Yeah, blue-eyed, blonde-hair,
Yeah.
white-looking Jewish people. It's
Oh.
like I do think for America that plays a factor.
Yeah. I think it's also cool that it's a religion that identifies as an ethnicity.
It is. It's a-
Like
it's a-
that's
yeah,
something
it
I'd
depends as a
love to
race.
run an experiment and figure out how they're related.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Is there another?
That's a whole sticky thing
That's
too.
wild. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's a
Wait,
part
say
two.
it again. Say it one more time.
Like
Judaism is a religion that.
identifies as an ethnicity.
As an
It's almost
ethnicity.
like saying I'm black, he's black.
Not Judaism,
we're all
Jewish.
black. But
Right.
you can be from Russia and be Jewish and be black and Jewish, and all of a sudden
Yo.
he's Jewish.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Charlize Theron is technically black.
Really? She identified as black?
No, I mean she's from Africa, born and raised
South
in-
Africa.
South Africa, born
She
and
was-
raised.
she
in
was
South-
inside
See,
the
I have a
apartheid.
problem with that.
What do you think? You don't consider people from South Africa like African?
If you're white, You identify as black? That's a color.
No, I'm saying on paper we don't
There's
put.
no way,
No,
like-
but I'm saying on paper on tags we don't put black. It's African American. So
Charlize Theron would tick African American.
I mean, if we're being technical about where you're born,
No, she's not African American. She's South African.
South. But I'm saying that's still
But here they don't care. It's all, it's
right.
all,
It's all one. Yeah.
It's all one
Yeah.
thing.
So it's like, why would that? Why would that?
I'm
be?
getting. Not only am I getting canceled, I'm getting deported. I love this. We live in fear. Of what? Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
this
Oh,
is
man.
Wild West. Let's actually bring him out.
Yeah.
No, Charlize Theron probably identifies as white.
Yes.
If I was as hot as Charlize Theron, I'd
Oh.
identify as anything.
You could do anything.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can identify
I mean,
as a
again, in
lizard
Hollywood, she better identify as white.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's again in Hollywood. But dude, I want to talk about Maz Jobrani, man. I want to know what that's like. Like I was telling you earlier, I think he's funny. I
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
I like what he does, and I want to know what that was like being out there.
person. In your home, it was your hometown, home state.
So shout out to Maz Jobrani, first of all. Honestly, one of the most humble, respectable human beings I've ever met.
I've heard about.
Yeah, he's a gentleman,
times.
a
Love
true
that.
gentleman.
Love
I even did a show for him at the Irvine Improv, the car thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, like a comedy
Drive-in,
drive-through,
yeah.
drive-in.
Yeah.
And he's such a beautiful soul. Like he cared so much about my set. Like talked to me afterwards. Like just I love that. But the hometown show, I was booked to open for someone else, and I said no before Maz.
Carrot Top.
Huh?
Carrot Top.
What's that?
You don't know who Carrot Top is? Oh my God. Carrot Top is like America
First of all, he's
to 1,000.
yeah, dude.
He's got this big orange afro, and he's a prop comic.
Mm-hmm.
He basically just has like a chest full of stuff. He'll like open it up and do like voices.
he
and,
started
like,
in Tel Aviv.
I thought it was a nickname.
No, he didn't. He didn't start. He
I
didn't start
thought
that.
it was a nickname for another comic.
Oh, hilarious.
So I wasn't sure.
No,
That's his
That's
name?
his. He goes by that. And now he's like all morphed out, like he's all like Botoxed and shit, but he's ripped.
He's buff, yeah.
Yeah, Carrot Top is ripped now.
There are people who like run into like my friends on Facebook who will run into him like in Florida somewhere, just in the middle of nowhere, and I'll see a picture. I'll be like, ugh.
He's in Florida?
He's still on the road. He travels literally
he
across.
makes money.
Yeah, he sells out.
He makes money.
and he is entertaining. He is entertaining.
I'll
but
check him out.
Yeah,
I won't.
yeah, but like off. But so anyway, you're out there. You're out there with Maz. You're
Yeah.
showing love.
So you're in Kuwait. You say no to this other opener.
Before
Or to this
then
headliner.
like, hey, you want to open for Maz? And one of his guys like tour managers comes out, checks me out doing a show here, and and it happened. We put it together
So you were in LA when you got booked on it.
Yeah.
But they knew that you were
because they
from
wanted
Kuwait.
a Kuwaiti talent to open for him,
And
and,
how-
there was a Kuwaiti in LA doing comedy, so they're like, wow. Okay.
It literally just by you being on social media and being like,
Yep.
hey, I'm a Kuwaiti.
It was through my podcast.
Whoa.
Oh,
She
wow.
saw the Saad Truth,
Dang.
and she was like, oh, I like this guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So
thank
then
you.
they flew you back out, probably
Yeah.
on coach, right?
No.
Wow.
Emirates. Did you fly Emirates?
That was part of my
You put
I
in the
negotiated.
rider. That's right. The rider.
Let's
go. Fuck. This is no Arab humming.
Yeah, let's go.
I studied to be a lawyer, so like I had to do my own negotiation.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
Yeah.
No, I flew back business. I felt like asking for first is too much as an opener.
Business is great. That's incredible.
And then
oh, dude, flying business international. We got to do it once when we went to India.
yeah,
It's incredible.
incredible.
It completely changes the whole thing that you're like on a plane for 17 hours.
Right.
You're just it's full open.
But I missed my flight
Whoa.
coming back, and I had to do economy.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's humbling.
Such an idiot.
It's humbling when you walk past
I-
that curtain.
Yeah, I missed my flight because I was checking out books. Like I went to the gate, and the guy's like, "Come back in 5." I'm like, "Great, 5. I'll go to the bookstore." I went all the way to the bookstore at the airport, and they're like, "Last call, Saad," and I start running.
Right.
They're like, "It's gone." I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Listen, Judd Apatow's book is that good.
Yeah.
It's very good. What book was it? What book was it? Do you remember the book?
I don't. I was just flipping through shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
You missed the flight just
My-
flipping through.
Yeah.
That's
My
on
favorite
you, dog.
book in
I'm
the
not gonna
world
lie,
is
yeah.
called Mastery by Robert Greene, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you want to go back to the show thing?
Yeah, no.
No. We'll get back into it.
Yeah.
So you that's on your way back. You missed the flight. So you go there. It's your hometown.
Yeah.
What's your
Wow.
hometown? What's it called?
Kuwait City.
Damn.
Your
that's-
family come out. Your
wait,
family
wait,
come
can
out.
we, can we just talk about how kind of unoriginal that is for a
Yeah.
name?
it's very-
Holy shit.
I mean, Kuwait is as big as this apartment. So like, what do you want us to like? Like, that's why I get annoyed when I go somewhere. I'm like, what's the capital of like? I'm like, what do you mean capital? Like this whole place is one place. Like, if I can drive to the border in 1 hour, it doesn't need a capital.
Wait, so how long would it take you to drive across?
An hour and a half.
Holy shit, dude.
2 hours
It
maybe
takes
if
that
you're
long to
driving
get to your
slow.
mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
my
because
God.
we're condensed. There's
Yeah.
space.
Right.
We're not good at utilizing space.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Greece, the show sold out. I mean, was
Yeah.
the show
So
sold out
it was
for
like
sure?
1,891 people
Wow.
to be exact or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
probably the
women,
biggest thing.
probably.
No.
Okay.
For
All
real?
women. All women.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a Middle Eastern oppression joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, the women okay though?
Women are
The
fine
women,
in
what do you
Kuwait,
mean?
right?
Like, yeah, they're great.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't get the joke. He was
No,
just
no,
like,
no.
okay.
I was gonna respond to something, but then I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it would have been too racist.
I know. I saw him reel it back in his mind.
I was like, I had
I
it.
saw
I had
it.
it at the tip of my tongue.
I saw him reel it back.
Oh my god. Well, at least as a man, you have a tongue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was gonna be like, just hungry children.
Oh, we're canceled now. We're
Yeah. It's
canceled.
over.
That's it.
It's okay. It's funny. It's funny.
Don't worry. So
But it's interesting that your family moved from India to Ohio. I feel like the issues are the same.
to Iowa, but yes.
Oh,
You see how fucking Midwestern I got? Right there?
Iowa.
I'm from Iowa.
yeah.
Oh.
Never mind. Then cancel that joke too.
So
You say Ohio?
Alan, how am I looking? Good?
Everyone looks beautiful.
On
yeah,
your
it-
mother's lives, am I not the most entertaining guest?
Engaging,
Engaging.
for sure.
for sure.
Not for the audience, for you.
Yeah,
I'm-
for
yeah,
us,
I'm
engaged,
in-
most
Yeah,
engaged.
why
I've-
did you
Yeah.
not say entertaining, motherfucker?
I no. Here's the thing. We started off and you pushed us right into the deep side of the pool. We didn't get a chance. We didn't get a chance to feel the water. We didn't
Nothing.
We didn't go in the
Nothing.
2 feet part
I love
first.
it.
Nothing. You
Yeah,
just
that was
and I
such a
can't
cocky
swim.
comment on my
So-
behalf. I
so-
thought you were gonna like,
yes,
but
Andy.
you answered
No.
it.
I answered it
seriously.
truthfully,
I
yeah.
was kidding.
Right.
And now I look like an asshole on Papaya 9.
So as a stand up comic, you
Yes,
know,
hey.
we're all comics, but everyone here is comics.
Everyone here.
Did you who out there? It's like what are there regions you can and can't do stand up?
Again, in Kuwait, there are no regions.
No, not in Kuwait. I'm talking about just overall the region.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, there's
yeah.
speech restrictions heavy for sure. Like, I had to send in my script, and I joke about this. I don't know if you watch Plugin Unconventionally Arab on YouTube. It's my
Please.
short comedy special. It was my performance there. I filmed it, edited, and released it. And they were like, you got to send our jokes. You got to send your jokes. our
Wow.
jokes. And in English. And then they translated it to Arabic,
Oh, God.
which, of course, loses all the meaning.
Right.
And they canceled everything. And they called me. They're like, you can't do sex. You can't do politics. You can't do religion. I'm like,
Wow.
what do you want me to do? Like, just come and be like, hey, good night, you know?
Hey,
And,
good morning, good night.
And I sent another script, and when they came to watch we had like, we call it prova, like it's a French word, prova, like not, that sounds Russian. In Arabic, it's prova, but in whatever, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
all
An
Go ahead.
audition.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
like an audition.
Okay.
And they were like, you just did 6 minutes. We have you down for 25. And I did my cleanest 6. And I said, yeah. And they're like, all right. And so the next night when I was supposed to perform, I got there. And right before getting on stage, I looked at the booker and my friends. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to do what I came to do. And she's like, well, I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? She goes, you might go to jail for the night or we get shut down. I'm like, well, everyone's here to see me, obviously. So I got on there and I did my time.
Wow.
20 something.
Just
and
raw.
Raw. I didn't
Wow.
say fuck.
Right.
Like I said F,
Oh, okay.
and I, like, I found a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I found a way. Watch it. You'll see what I'm
Now,
talking
now,
about.
now, how did the audience respond?
Great.
They loved it.
They loved it.
So I mean, that's the equalizer.
They were like,
right?
you pushed the envelope. We were
Yeah.
here for this shit. This
Wow.
was great. And then I got off, and then the people that were supposed to regulate the show arrived because they're Arab. They were late to their own job,
Wow.
and I lucked out. And then when
Grief.
Maz got on, he had to be clean, and I pretty much
Wow.
did it.
Incredible.
Wow.
Cheers to you.
Excellent.
Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well done.
So
Because I'm not gonna bomb in front of my people.
Right.
For
I'd
sure.
rather go to
Right.
jail than be the worst comedian out of Kuwait.
Right. And
Yeah.
this here's what we do at Papaya. We only have winners here.
Winners.
Only winners.
Absolutely.
No losers.
Hopefully after this episode.
yeah, no, we'll figure out what to cut.
All right. I mean, I have Jewish agents.
No. I actually want to get even murkier.
Let's go.
Oh.
can we get even murkier?
Does that mean like in America, like more
Like
murka
worse.
or worse?
Yeah, worse.
Like
Like,
murkier.
More mercury.
more murk.
Murkier.
Murkier.
Yeah, go.
Oh yeah, more
Yeah.
apartheid.
You have chips?
So man, my thing is it does scare me because it's like, man, it's there's you're familiar with the whole thing that was going on in France with the writers.
Yeah, me too. You keep saying the whole thing in Kuwait, the whole thing in France. There's so
No,
many-
no, not Kuwait. I'm talking
By the
about.
way, I'm sorry if we derailed.
No. It's,
No, you're
Because you
good.
said I went to the
You're
tycoon.
good. You're good. And stop
going.
apologizing. Damn.
Man, you're in America now.
Please.
Get murkier.
you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
there you
you.
go.
Yeah.
You fucking drove a pickup truck here. Okay.
In
I wanna see
LA,
some-
driving a pickup truck in
In
LA.
LA.
Yeah, I mean,
You
what else am I gonna do?
Already aren't
Grief.
apologizing.
Yeah, like, go.
so-
So France, what?
Yeah,
Which one?
Are you talking about Hebdo?
No, there was an issue with the newspaper writers in all the Muhammad jokes.
Right.
People,
Charlie Hebdo, yeah.
Hebdo. Yeah, people literally getting killed.
Uh-huh.
And so it was a murky issue, and it happened a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And I firmly believe, like, I believe in free speech, but I also believe in, shutting the fuck up sometimes. You understand? This is not the thing and in America, like, comics here, like, everything should be off.
Well, there's freedom of speech, but there's no freedom of consequences.
Correct.
You can
Beautiful.
say what you want, but people could fucking kill you.
Right.
If
They
if do
shouldn't,
it the
but
wrong
they
way.
could.
You're right. They should not for words, but yes.
I'm not for taking anyone's life. But again, I feel like, where do we draw the line? We're not, if it was a comedian, sure, it's a comedy club.
Right.
But if you're a journalist,
You are supposed to be reporting facts. Right.
and you
Right.
understand where we live, and I don't know what you're trying to get out of this.
That's how I felt.
So,
Right.
And you know what? And
here's
before-
the funny part, right?
Right.
Like, I'm thinking about not talking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict when this motherfucker can go there and shit on a religion.
Right.
Right.
Where? Come
Like
on.
what- like what's-
Let me shit on other stuff too. Let's have equal shits.
Right. He's like, he goes, but in all fairness, not in all fairness,
said
but
conflict,
in
apartheid.
to some level of defense, before they did what they did actually warn that journal group. They said, hey, they did send a couple warnings, like stop,
Okay.
Can
stop,
yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
and they did what they,
What's the question?
Yeah. What is the
well,
question?
the ultimate
Like,
question
am I
is
with killing?
no. I oh sorry, my fault.
No,
He's like, my elbow's right here.
Just close.
what happened?
Sorry.
Did you have your elbow on his shoulder? First he took our pillows, then he's taking Neel's shoulder. In a second he's gonna put his feet
Whoa,
up here.
Yeah.
what up? Israel, Palestine,
Hey.
yo. Jonas is Israel. Oh, shit.
What?
Look
Oh.
who's the terrorist.
Yeah, dude.
That's it. You
Oh,
guys.
my God. How did this happen?
I own this couch.
In
Now.
our-
I
our
own
own
this couch.
backyard.
This is my couch now.
Wow.
And if you try and say no,
Wow. God damn.
so
How did
so
that
so,
happen?
so can comedians? The question is can comedians, stand-up comedians?
You can, religion
Lose
is a red line.
Okay.
Islam is
Fair.
a non-tolerant.
in those regions, right? In America,
I mean,
even
I
in
can't-
America now, it's
yeah.
starting to get
Because I'm the
it's starting
time,
to
bro.
get tight.
I've had people. I've said stuff, and people go, "Hey, you offended me," and I'm very quick to be like, "Sorry,
here's
sorry."
the problem.
I'm
As
very
a comic, like, I have religious jokes, but I know where to swim.
Right.
That's it.
I have this.
Don't be disrespectful.
right.
Right.
And listen, here's the thing. If you're gonna be rude, be funny. Right?
Mm.
If the logic is bulletproof, you're good.
Right.
Every joke is, like, to me, a philosophical argument. If there's a loophole in it, if it's not like sound, it's not a sound argument.
Right.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
What are you,
Interesting.
just like, you're not Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Right.
You know, like I have a joke
Right.
with 72 virgins.
Yes.
I did that in Kuwait. No one laughed. It's hilarious.
It's a great joke.
They were like, I don't know if I could laugh.
Yeah.
Because that's like, it's real. And then
Huh.
I said, all the people that didn't laugh went to Morocco and missed out all their chances to get 72 virgins, and they died.
Hilarious.
See,
That's
you bring
funny.
it back.
Then you just
And
flip
so,
it in.
like, I'm
Yeah.
not a
funny.
professional by any means, but I was like, cool, I saved it. Let's keep going.
I have a joke like that that I did in Nebraska, not with 72 virgins.
Do you know
but-
why I said Morocco?
No, I actually don't.
So you just were like, yeah,
I
that's
just
funny.
agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, because like that's where they go to sleep with prostitutes.
Morocco.
Yeah, it's like the Vegas of
That's why Moroccans are so cool. I knew it.
Yeah.
Listen. so
So they laughed because I'm like, yeah, but you go to Morocco, you get it? So like,
this is why
I
they're
gotta
so
get it.
cool. This makes so much sense, dog. Moroccans are the coolest of that region, dog. They're down for anything.
yeah.
Well,
They're always down. They always have drugs. They always and they always sell amazing suits. Listen, I mean,
Moroccans are cool because they always have drugs.
yeah, like,
No,
every Moroccan I've ever met, like it's the same thing.
and
It's
gel, huh? Hair gel.
like, the hair
Hair
gel,
gel.
the hair gel, you get it, dog.
Moroccans look like they're about to play a soccer match every day. You're like,
They always look
They
sweaty,
have
but
the
like,
Ronaldo like swoop
Right.
thing.
right, like the whole day, hair never goes down.
Man,
the whole day.
I went to a Moroccan restaurant last week. I was
had hummus.
no hummus. No hummus. Had
I know what you're trying to
fucking.
do.
He gets it. You didn't get it.
See that right there?
Yeah,
See, I got
no,
it
I.
right there?
It was a
I'm-
reference for
I'm-
another episode
From the-
of yours.
Oh wow.
He was doing a
Oh, I see
callback.
Malik.
Yeah, he was doing the
Yeah, shout out to
callback.
Malik.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But I was like, y'all are. This is curry. Let's not beat around the bush here. This is Indian curry y'all are doing, and it kind of upset me a little bit, but I let it go.
I mean, again, did we claim that they were Arabic yet?
Now,
Drum roll. I'm just kidding. I
Doug,
love
let's get
Moroccan.
into a story,
I've been
man.
to Morocco.
Well,
I
I
have
was
Moroccan
gonna
friends. Love
say-
you. All Habibi.
Habibi,
You're all my Habibis.
Morocco.
It's all for laughs, shits and giggles.
Do we consider now Egypt is not Arabic, correct?
It is.
Egypt
It's in
is
Africa,
Arabic.
but it's.
I don't
an
know.
Arab
I
country.
think of Egyptians as Africans for some reason. I
They
think of
identify as
African.
Arabic. They host the whatever the English translation, the
NATO?
Arabic Parliament. Like they host it, so they're
Oh, wow.
Really? Okay. I don't know.
So that's actually where our first story from today is from Egypt.
Mm.
They have recently discovered a pregnant mummy
Mhm.
in Egypt.
She died pregnant, or she just got pregnant.
No, she.
That's gonna be that's the question. A fucking archaeologist is in there. It's like,
Right.
oh.
Yeah.
A zip zip.
Wow.
No, so they originally found the mummy, and they thought the mummy, they
fucked.
thought the mummy was a priest, and it turns out it was just someone who wouldn't take the pill. Now it was. So they thought it was a priest, and when they had further did research, they were like, oh wow, there was like an embryo inside this mummy. This mummy was pregnant, but they were fascinated with the fact that they would like mummify like
Somebody that was pregnant.
Right.
Right.
But
Why?
the
She
Egyptians,
died.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
So it was a baby was dead then too, right?
Right.
Th-
So-
What do
they're
you think? A
thinking.
baby's gonna crawl out of there like 9 months later after the butt?
Well, if it's the movie The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, it just might.
Oh, they mummified the embryo inside.
No, they didn't mummify the whole body. So the body, but this was the first one they've ever found like this. They've never found another
So
pregnant mummy before. Like,
did the embryo have its own little mummy suit?
like there was a
baby mummy?
like wraps around. Very thorough.
And which museum in France are they taking it to?
no, this is staying in Egypt, man.
This is. I mean, I was trying to think of more rips, but like this is actually how I feel about it. Why are we just cool with unboxing mummies now? Like
Yeah.
they museums are unboxing mummies like fucking shoe drops.
Right.
They're like, yo, man, here's a new pharaoh, and
Well-
they're just opening this shit, and it's
Pharaoh
supposed
9.
they got the Pharaoh 9, dude. That's our
The Pharaoh 9.
podcast name. But it's like it's fucked, right? This is like a very beautiful historical artifact, and white museums are going in and just like, all right, well, let's crack it open and see what's inside. Like they had to check inside of a mummy's vagina
Yeah.
to find an embryo, right?
Like, how disrespectful.
Mad disrespectful.
But they open those
But I mean,
things
in the
up
name of science, you know,
in the same signs.
I guess.
You know?
science.
I mean, the thing is like there wants to be more research about it, but Egypt is very protective of the stuff
Yeah,
that they find,
they should be.
justifiably.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of weird when people they don't even let you see everything when you go there. There are people who go and like I want to see certain things, and they're like, no, not you.
Right.
I didn't know they can do like I know it's part of the Middle East. They can literally just say no
Right.
to white people,
Yeah.
and I wish we could do that here.
Oh,
I
man.
wish we could just certain things.
All I can say is, once my green card's out, you should have me as a guest again, and then I'll say what I wish.
Oh my
You're holding. He's holding back, and I want to thank you.
You're
God.
We're just too many minorities on one couch.
I know.
No, it's great. It's great. Our forefathers paid for this. Now let's now in this case when you sit here and you look at stuff like this, right? Like these mummies, stuff like this, like what they embody. They don't travel. They all stay in one place. Do you go like when you go out there?
The mummies don't travel.
No, they don't take they don't take these things. They don't put them on a tour. They don't put them on a
That's
pickup.
actually first class.
Yeah.
Remember,
I've seen more
business
mummies
class.
in Italy than in Egypt.
You see more mummies in Italy?
In
than
Italy?
Yeah.
They have
I
mummies
went to a
there?
museum.
Oh,
yeah,
museum
bro.
there.
They have everything.
See, that's what I'm
everywhere.
saying. I don't think Egypt are keeping these mummies. I think these mummies are going to museums in Europe.
You think so?
I'm
Not all
almost
of them.
positive.
I don't know if they have a choice.
Yeah, can you look it up? I guess.
All right, let me
I don't
Jamie,
know. I don't
pull
even
that
know.
up.
Yeah. He said,
I don't even know what you Google. Like, where do mummies go?
Right.
Are mummies in Europe?
well, I learned that. I didn't know that.
Sorry, Al.
I didn't know.
Don't
like,
Google that.
Yeah,
No, he's like, don't Google.
now he's already done
My
it.
head
hurts.
I just went-
How long did it take you guys to know that archaeology is like relatively boring work? Like, how long did it take for you to know before that when you went in a pyramid, like, there's no booby traps? Like,
The
how long?
moment they came out and said T-Rexes had feathers, not skin, I'm like, I'm done with this field.
with science, archaeology.
They said T-Rexes have feathers?
Yeah.
You heard this right here on
Hey,
Papaya 9,
Alan,
everybody.
look it up.
What am I looking at?
They came out and said that T-Rexes, like the T-Rex,
Yeah.
there was that was like a few years ago. I read this thing, and they said like they think it had feathers. It was more like a big chicken rather than like a reptile. And I'm like, I'm done. I don't care.
T-Rexes had feathers?
Yeah, not to fly. They just had feathery textured bodies.
He's right. They had a thin coat of downy feathers.
Downy like the quilted quicker picker locker upper?
Now we know where all the dinosaurs went. They were used as pillows.
Use them as a paper towel.
Yeah, that makes me less scared of it now.
See,
Yeah, honestly, it makes it less scary.
big
Feathers.
chicken
Yeah.
running
It's a
after.
big chicken.
Big bird.
Yeah, it's a big
It's like
bird.
Sesame Street.
Right.
Wait,
Whoa.
whoa.
Wait a minute.
Big Bird was a dinosaur.
Big bird was not no
Technically, yeah.
dinosaur.
Was not a dinosaur.
But they said
No.
big bird.
No.
Yeah, so he's a T-Rex.
Are dinosaurs birds?
I
Is that
don't
what we're
know,
saying?
Habibi, I don't
Because birds are the closest relatives
What did you
that we
study in
have.
school?
Film studies.
Oh my god! But you read a lot.
yeah.
He said it in quotation.
You read.
Like articles.
I'm American educated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are very smart, Neel.
I'm not, bro. That's it. It's something I want to debunk, Saad. People think Indians are smart.
I do.
We're not.
I don't
Not
know
all
if
of
you
us.
can say that all of Indians are
can't,
smart.
yeah.
God bless India.
God
But I've
bless.
met some Indians. Jesus.
I'm a
Like-
dumbass, man.
Like there's nothing going on up there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have
I've met everyone from everywhere that has
Wow.
nothing going on
You
up there.
gotta.
I
There's gotta be some stupid ones.
I agreed to do this because I thought Neil was one of the smart ones. Now, if
Nah, man.
What are you?
Neil's
No, man. Once we got to geometry, my brain was like, I'm done.
That's the only math class I did really well in.
Really?
Yeah, because it was
Geometry?
common sense. You look at a space, this has to be this. So it's
Geometry is stupid. It's like prove this
What?
thing that's
it's
already
the
been
only
proven.
applicable math.
But it's literally prove this.
like
It's already been
this is
proven.
geometry. This is
wanna
geometry.
Yeah, 90-degree angles.
Yeah, like
100
lighting is
degrees
geometry,
left.
Have you-
like-
okay, when I hang up my curtain rods, am I using the Pythagorean theorem?
No, but the guy that made them did.
Oh, fuck that. Damn it. Maybe.
I think, by the way, I don't even know what the
Yeah,
Pythagorean.
You know what? This is very true about Arabic people. They appreciate science and math. Very big on
We're
science.
bad at it, but we created it.
No, Indians created it.
Shh, get the fuck out.
Indians created it, bro.
No, just like hummus, I'm sure.
No, we don't claim hummus. That shit's
No,
weird.
we made math. Algebra is.
No.
All right, Google it, Alan.
We-
Wait a minute, hold-
Algebra is an Arabic last name.
Hold on now. Weren't the Egyptians the number one at it? Now, weren't Egyptians? Wait a minute
So he's
now.
going to take it to Africa.
Right.
But what did they speak back then?
Right.
Yes.
Egyptian? I don't know what they spoke.
You're about to say African.
I don't know what they spoke, but
No, India created the system of tens
Sure.
and the number 0.
Great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
do we need the
But
number
we made
0?
algebra is what I'm saying.
No, but think about
we
how.
made algebra, not math.
That's good. I don't even know what to say to that.
Ah,
man.
Habibi Alan, you got it?
All right. Well, according to this, the
Algebra.
oldest clay tablets with mathematics date back to over 4,000 years ago in Mesopotamia.
Egypt.
Give me five. And then look up Alan algebra, please.
Mesopotamia is Egypt, right?
Just look up algebra.
Who made algebra? But listen,
Man.
I love Indians.
Oh, listen, it's all love. It's all
Yeah.
love. We have to have the love here because it's not in India actually. Like with the region, Pakistan, India, there's still some issues. Nepal, India, China, India. So we gotta have the love here.
You guys have a lot of issues.
There's a lot of us, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us, and we're all very needy.
I'm pretty cool with Indians. I like Indians.
Indians are
All
easy
of
to
them?
get along with.
Oh, I have
Oh,
an issue.
cool.
All
Pretty
right.
cool.
The,
Middle
the,
East- middle
the
people
father of algebra is a guy named Khwarizmi.
Khawarizmi.
Yeah.
Arabic.
Where's like what part?
Keep going. Don't stop. I don't know.
Just as he's the
I like how
father
he
of
says this with a straight face. Keep going. like a hostage negotiation. Keep going. Don't stop.
Hold on, it's a 25-minute video.
Oh, why are you looking on YouTube? Just go on Wikipedia.
Hey, this is Saad. Go ahead, play it.
Saad, when did
I'm hungry.
when did you come to
America?
To yeah. When did you come here?
2009. I mean, the first for school or like first time I
First
set
time you
foot
ever
in
set foot,
America.
yeah.
I think I was 9 years old.
9. So were you aware of the 24 era? Of like, okay, so after 9/11, there's a show called 24 that came out.
Yeah,
Have you heard of this?
I've watched a lot.
So
of
that really shaped what Americans thought of brown people
nice.
in America, and it's just so funny to rewatch it now because it's so stereotypical, like,
Right.
you know, and every single guy who's brown on there is like Al Habib, Jazib.
Yeah.
It's,
Just
you know, it's
garbage.
just all just like
lazy writing.
very lazy writing, dude.
Mm.
And I was rewatching an episode recently. There was a dude playing a Middle Eastern guy. He was like maybe Italian or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Just
They
beautiful.
do that in American
Just
movies. They
beautiful.
love using American people
It's
for those
changing
roles.
now.
They would-
It's
yeah,
changing now,
yeah.
but yeah, that even in 06 or whatever, it was. Anyway, 24 is a great
Did
show.
they blow up Glendale on that show? Do you remember that?
Did they?
I thought
They did, didn't they?
blew it up.
They blew up Glendale.
That's crazy.
That was fucked up.
They
Yeah.
blew up Glendale?
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I remember it was like a part, like a
More than it's
storyline,
already
like
blown up.
Yeah.
I remember it was like a storyline. Is like there was
Sounds
like
like
a
they helped.
bomb, and then Jack Bauer's like running to
Yes.
defuse it, and you're like, oh, he's gonna defuse it.
Yeah.
And you think it's like a normal kind of thing, and
Well,
then it just goes off.
Well, because he stops at that BMW dealership.
Yeah.
Glendale, guys, come on.
No, Armenians, we get it. I just think the BMW is so overused that now anyone that uses BMW in a punchline, I'm like, get the fuck off.
Well, here is one interesting thing about it.
My knee hurts.
Here's the one interesting thing about it.
What if I would have said chandelier? Like a chandelier store.
Persian.
That's pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
Chandelier?
Ah.
It's a great word.
Are the luxury cars? Are the luxury cars out there? What's this thing about? There's so much wealth out there being in Dubai. People leaving their luxury cars at the airport. They're just like it's cars.
Where do you get your stories?
It's all there. This is public
At the
information.
airport? No.
No, in Dubai, like luxury, like Ferraris, like they just
leave them for
they
someone else
leave
to
them. This
drive
is
them?
real. Look it up, Alan.
That's bullshit.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. There are
it up,
garages.
Alan.
There are garages in
Leave
Dubai.
them at the airport like they're shoes.
They do. They do.
So that someone
They
like me
do.
is like, oh, Ferrari, I'm gonna go home.
They do.
No.
They leave them there,
Yeah.
and they collect dust. It's
LAX?
no, not LAX. Dubai. I'm talking about Dubai. Like yeah.
DBX.
Yeah.
DBS.
It's actually called DBX.
Oh, that's
It is
hilarious.
DBX.
Hilarious.
DMX. So we can. So yeah. They pull up, and then it's like they leave them there.
For other people to take.
I don't know.
Oh
They collect
my
dust,
God.
bro. They sit there. They're good cars.
I mean, I'm sure they park stuff outside. Yeah. It's a dusty city.
just sandstorms.
Like they just
no.
they
Yeah, there
leave
are
them
some.
to leave them, and they never come back. Is that what you're saying?
Leave
Like
'em.
they desert their.
That bullshit.
Okay, it looks like
Look it up.
Jonas is talking about there's a bunch of supercars left at a bunch of different airports and car parks across the United Arab Emirates every year.
I mean,
Yeah.
drunk drivers.
No, it's really rich people who just be leaving their cars. Like it's baller shit going on out there. It's some baller
But
shit
I
going on.
don't know if they leave it intentionally. I'm sure, like statistically, if you have, it's almost like if we did a statistic on like how many minivans are left at LAX, it would be a lot because probably they leave,
would
they go to
be-
Mexico and they can't come back in.
There would be no
But-
minivans left at LAX.
No.
They would be stolen.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is like, per capita, if you have a lot of supercars, you're gonna find expensive cars left at the airport.
But it's unique
You know
because
what I mean?
it's a high
Right.
concentration
I got
of
my
the wealthiest.
statistics guy.
All right, according to this article, it's
Okay.
a lot of expats who like get the cars.
So they can't come back.
And then, they get the cars and then they struggle kind of like financially. And then according to like Sharia law, like you can't have like debt or something. So instead of like kind of dealing with it, they just abandon it.
Really?
We're a loving religion.
Wait, so
We forgive your debt.
that's a part of the law?
You can't charge interest.
Wow,
That's actually a biblical thing.
that's incredible.
God told that to the Israelites. That was the first thing he told them. He's like, you can't charge your brothers and sisters interest.
Yeah, but look at us now.
Well, you know.
Getting mummies pregnant, and everything's falling apart, man.
Papaya 9, not news.